Hi, Janet.
Hi, Larry. How are you?
I'm okay. Not great.
Why, what's wrong?
Nothing. I've just been thinking that maybe I'd like to start dating again. It's been a while since my last girlfriend and I broke up.
I think that's great. I think you should.
Do you know anyone?
I know lots of single women.
Great.
My friend Martha. You'd like her. She's really sweet.
How old is she?
Why does that matter?
Just curious.
She's 38.
Ah.
What is that?
What is what?
You made a face.
No, I didn't.
I think you did.
No.
Anyway, there's my friend Nancy. She is tall. Blonde. What? She's 39, okay?
I think that's wonderful.
Okay, why don't we just cut the crap, and you can tell me what type of women you are looking for.
Well, actually, I usually date Asian women.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You too?
Sorry.
Whatever. So, are you looking for someone older or younger?
Definitely younger.
How young are we talking, Mr. Jailbait?
Well, 20s.
Right, because once we get into our 30s we turn into disgusting bags not worthy of your youth-obsessed fantasies. We might as well sew up our vajayjays. That's what you think, isn't it?
Not at all.
Whatever. I suppose you are looking for super attractive, right?
Attractive would be good, doesn't have to be super. Although, I wouldn't complain if it was super.
I get it. God, I just want to punch you in the face. So you want an attractive, young, Asian woman?
Basically, yes.
How original.
Sorry.
So you have an Asian fetish?
No.
I think you do.
No. It's just an aesthetic that I'm drawn to. I find Asian women very attractive, and I tend to get along well with them.
Like I said, a fetish.
No, not a fetish. A preference. There's a difference.
Trust me. It is a fetish.
Let me explain. I like Italian food, but that doesn't mean I obsess over linguine and goddamn clams. I just like it. Is any of this getting through?
When did this fetish for Asian women begin?
Oddly, you take the shape of a human being, but it's as if I were talking to a wall. It is not a fetish.
Have you been to counseling for it?
Maybe I should go back to my desk now.
It's because they are submissive, isn't it?
No.
I bet you like to watch all that Asian porn, don't you?
No. Sometimes.
Fucking freak. So, what is it?
I don't know.
What is it, mister? I spent $2,000 on clothes so I can look I just slept in a fucking dumpster.
You're scaring me.
Listen, Mr. fucking Chow, do I have to ask you in Chinese?
I just like them. They have great skin. They have great hair. And
What?
they tend not to have a lot of body hair.
Listen, needle dick, there are things called razors. Maybe you should try one instead of walking around with that ridiculous Williamsburg half of beard.
I'm just saying.
You're saying crap. I keep my cooch just as trimmed up and clean as any Asian girl. Okay?
Okay.
Are we clear?
Yes.
What else?
Nothing.
Skip it, mister. I wear short sleeves even though it's winter, so I can look like I'm going to the Weezer reunion tour.
Sometimes. They tend to dress a little better than white girls. Cuter.
Okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Because if I did hear that, I would rip your balls off. Do you want to know what I would use? I would use one of those things they have in the supermarkets to reach things high up on the shelf. That's what I would use to snatch your balls off. I would rip them off and store them in the freezer. People would come in and use your balls as ice cubes.
Sorry.
Then you'd be another sorry-ass hipster eunuch. But I suppose that's redundant. since you already have no balls. I bet if you did get a hot Asian girl, you'd be the type who would rest your head on her shoulder on the subway, right? Why not just have her sing you a lullaby, you pathetic excuse for a man? What else, Mr. fucking Fantasy Island? Huh?
It's odd. You look completely human, but it's as if you were channeling Beelzebub himself. All you need is a goat's head and a red bodysuit.
You can skip the jokes, funny boy. They are as lame as your skinny jeans and Converse. By the way, in those ridiculously tight pants, I can tell exactly how small your wee-wee is. Remember when Grandma said you were the most handsome boy in all of Greenwich, Connecticut?
Yeah.
She lied. So what else is it about Asian women that you like, huh?
They're small. I like small women. I don't like being with a woman who weighs more than me.
Well, maybe you should eat a little more, you pathetic, anorexic, hipster piece of shit. Maybe Daddy should send you some ramen noodles along with your next rent payment. So, they make you all warm down there in your little underpants. Is that what it comes down to?
May I ask you a question?
Knock yourself out, Tweety Bird.
Do you like short guys?
Is this some kind of a fucking joke? Mister, I buy all my clothes 10 sizes too small in order to call attention to my girlish figure? How short?
Under 5.5 feet tall.
Hell no. Do I look like I'm in 8th grade?
So you have a tall fetish.
I will slap that Axe hair gel out of your pathetic do. Do you understand?
My point is that we all have our preferences. From your incessant remarks about my size, I can only imagine you like oversized men who are so obese they can't see their own penises anymore. You are a chubby chaser. They probably make you feel small, which, if you cut back on the chicken wings a bit, might not be a problem. I don't see why you are so threatened by Asian women. I'm sure you were once in demand as well. Probably 20 years ago, when you weren't so bitter and getting nailed by the entire lacrosse team at your lily white college.
I want to eviscerate you with a dull plastic spork. Then I want to feed your carcass to the pigeons out on that window ledge.
White women have dominated beauty standards for thousands of years. Can't you give Asian women a few moments in the sun? You selfish bitch.
Do you know who else hates you? Besides me. Asian men. They hate you for doing the nasty with their women. They fear you will dilute their gene pool with your sorry-ass white boy genes.
I'm happy to give them all the white women they can handle. I am not using them. For instance, I'm betting you are single. They can have you.
I want to pluck your eyes out and feed them to you. Only, I want to put hot pepper flakes on them first. Then maybe douse you in gasoline and wait for someone nearby to light a cigarette.
I think my phone is ringing.
What's the matter? Can't handle the heat here in the kitchen?
No, I really think my phone is ringing.
I should pull off that sad thrift store clip-on tie you have. Let me tell you something. Just because it looks dorky doesn't mean it's cool. Sometimes it's just dorky. We had a name for hipsters when I was in high school. Do you want to know what it was?
No.
Dorks. We called them dorks and we beat them up.
I'm going to go now.
Oh, did I make you sad?
You are a contemptible person. Wherever your father is, I would like to find him and beat the shit out of him for not giving you enough hugs as a child. I'm going.
Yeah, why don't you go back to your desk and play Dirty Birds for another hour?
It's Angry Birds.
I don't give a shit if it's ass-fucking birds, okay? Don't you talk to me in that tone of voice.
Have a nice lunch, Janet.
Whatever. Douche. Hi, Larry. Are you free for lunch tomorrow? I hear they were serving cum of some young guy. Bastard.